What's going on, guys? It's Joe with Hendo Daily, and today I wanted to do a quick recap of my summer 2025 EDC. So the three categories I wanted to go over is the watch, the knife, and the light. And that is because no matter what, hands down, those are the three things I have on my person every single day. So I've got some EDC pouches that I've done videos on before that I keep in my backpack or my car. But these are the three things that every day immediately go on my wrist or in my pockets. Now I threw the multi-tool, and this is the Leatherman Wave Plus. I threw this in here because this is on my belt every day in my uniform throughout the week. I don't really carry this outside of work or on the weekends or anything like that unless I don't know, unless I throw like a Victorinox as a multi-tool into my pocket, but this is on my uniform every day, Monday through Friday. So that's why I threw this one in there. But the bulk, the main part of what I wanted to go over and talk about was, like I said, the watch, the knife, and the light. These are the three things that no matter what, I will always have in my pockets or on my wrist. And so the watch is my Casio. Forget the model number off the top of my head, but since I've gotten this thing, this is on my wrist 5-6 days out of the week. The other one, I will say, alternates between this and the AE 1200, the Casio World Time. That one, that one gets worn, occasionally, maybe a day or two throughout the week. But over the summer, this has definitely been on my wrist the most, and that's why this is in the video today. This is the one that has been through the most this summer. It's been on float trips, camp trips, work. It's been on the road. It's traveled with me. This is the one I typically go to the most. So that's why I've got this one on there. And it is still held up great for a $15 watch. Granted, I got that on a clearance rack at Walmart for 15 bucks. For a $15 watch, this thing has held up great all summer. And I've really, really enjoyed it. I like more than I thought I would the size of it. Typically, I'm grabbing a smaller watch, or like my Invicta Pro Diver is quite a bit smaller than this. But I have enjoyed, not that it's bulky and big, but how tough and sturdy it is. So it's definitely held up under a lot, and it's just a great watch for the price. You really can't beat that too much. Now for the knife, I will say I have rotated in and out occasionally. My bug out being my second most carried knife, and then occasionally I'll grab something random out of my collection to carry for the day or over the weekend. But again, when it comes down to it, for this summer 2025, this was my most carried knife, and for me, it's easy to see why. I've bragged about this knife in so many of my videos. I love this thing so much. This has been my grail knife, and I've carried this a lot. I have not had to sharpen this or resharpen it or anything since I've owned it, and I've had it for quite a while now. I've touched it up with, like, the work sharp or something like that, but maybe given a quick strop or something like that. But I have not had to sharpen this, and that is 20 CV on the steel, flamed tiger stripe titanium handles, amazing button lock, the pocket clip that matches with it, great hardware. I mean, this is my grail knife. This is awesome, and this is the one, like I said, always finds its way back in my pocket. So that has been my most carried knife for this past summer. And then the light was difficult, because I kind of got this about halfway through the summer. Prior to this was my Through Night Archer Pro S. So I will give some credit to this thing. Once I carried it for a little bit longer and that pocket clip loosened up, that was one of my main complaints when I first got this, was how tight it was. But once got some wear and tear on it, got some pocket time, that clip loosened up a little bit. This became my most carried light until I got the Phoenix PD25R. This thing, I've had my eye on this for quite a long time, and I had enough other lights that I didn't want to pay the 60 bucks for it, honestly. Like, at the time, just didn't really make sense. But between a sale they had going on and some coupon codes. I ended up getting this for like 43 bucks and some change. And so couldn't really pass that up. So since I've had this light, no other light has been in my pocket besides that. Um, I've retired the through night, and the Phoenix has been my hands down carried light. I have not rotated this flashlight at all since I picked it up. This thing is incredible. Never saw a whole lot of complaints about this in doing all my reviews and research for my next EDC light, and it's lived up to all the hype that I've seen on it. This thing is absolutely awesome, perfect size, and I would definitely recommend this to anybody that's looking for a new, compact light. So that is my EDC update for 2025 for the summer of 2025. My most carried items, and I really feel like this is just a great setup for me because I've got my grill knife. I've finally got the light that fits my needs perfect, and I like the style. I like the handle ergonomics on it, and then I'm always up for a new watch. But I love how much this has been through and how much it's held up, and the durability of everything I've put it through over the summer. This thing has been at the bottom of the river. It's been spent plenty of time in the pool, camping trips, a hiking trip, and it's just been great. So again, Casio, Wii Mini Malice, and the Phoenix PD25R has been my awesome summer carry for this year, which kind of leads me into the next topic of, will any of this change up coming into the fall? One of my alternate kind of backup knives that I carried was the Drop Bear fixed blade. I would usually carry that in my uniform, in my back pocket. I have it on an ulti clip. I throw it in my back pocket and it's good to go. I have a feeling, and I'm thinking I might carry that more through the fall. Wearing jeans and hoodie because it kind of sticking out of the belt or out of the shirt is a little obnoxious. And some people, believe it or not, some people are uncomfortable when they see a fixed blade. Somebody carrying a fixed blade, even one that is the same size as this, just not folded down and more concealed in your pocket. So now that we're hopefully going to be getting into some jeans and hoodie weather, I'll probably carry a pocket fixed blade more often, and that would probably be my go-to is the Kaiser Drop Bear fixed blade version. So please let me know though. I would love to hear from you guys on what your summer carry is, if it changes from season to season, if you mix it up, or what gear you carried most throughout this past summer. Another great thing of why I think this was a good summer carry is obviously in the shorts. Wearing shorts, it's a lot harder to carry more gear in your pockets unless you've got some great EDC shorts, right, with a ton of pockets and all that good stuff. But the compact size of the light and the mini malice just made it real easy to throw it in whatever shorts I was wearing. Um, Even wearing some gym shorts, like if I'm just around the house or I'm running up to the gas station real quick or whatever, it's easy to throw these in my pocket and not feel super bulky or weighed down. So that is another reason why I love carrying these. So yeah, that's what I got for today. Like I said, I would love to hear what you guys have carried over this past summer. And again, if you mix it up throughout the seasons as the weather changes and the different types of clothing you're wearing, just let me know in the comments. And thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one.